Hi everyone, this is a video about Keolot Phaser Editor. For demonstration, let's create a new project. Let's rename the scene and add some more game scenes. You can change the order of scenes in the editor. You can also set a background color in the project configuration. It will be applied to all scenes. You can also set a color for a specific scene. You can see that scene A has a different color than the other scenes. Let's change the background of scene B. You can set a transparent color in the configuration, but this doesn't affect the color set for each scene. Let's add some game objects to the scene. For example, image, text, particles, and rectangle. Let's change the rectangle size, color, opacity, angle. Let's change the text. Font, font size, text color, let's change stroke thickness. Okay. Now let's load the image assets. Show File Manager. Add archive with files. And zip. This file can be deleted now, okay? So, we have three image files: block, ball, and star. We need to add them to the game preload. Add block, set path, star, and ball. Okay, now we can set the texture for the image object. Just select block from the texture list. Next, add another image object, position it like this, and set the texture to ball. Launch the scene preview. Nothing happens, which is logical, since these aren't physical objects, just images. Set physics for the block object, and for the ball, change scale X and scale Y. Launch the preview. Okay, the objects are falling down. Set the physical boundaries for that scene. Great, the objects are fallen and colliding, but the collided shape is smaller than needed. Set the required dimensions for block 90 and 90. Okay, scene preview. Great. But let's add some realism. Let's change restitution. Set 0.7 for block and 0.9 for ball. Nice. Okay, now let's make block static. You can see that block doesn't fall and didn't move when it collided. We can also ignore gravity, for example. Wonderful. Now let's make some controls on the keys. Let's rename this object, for example, to player. Let's go to the code editor. Let's open the console. The file panel can be hidden. Let's select the scene and create a new script for update. Let's also add the player control keys. Left, right, up and down. Next, let's just use the chord template. This player minus equals 10. Okay. Let's check. Okay, it moves. We will do the same for the other keys. Right plus equals up and down. Wait. All the keys work. Moves left, right, up, down. Collision work. Collisions also work with screen borders. You can play now, almost a real game. Next, let's make a start button. Just copy our text object and paste into scene A. Change the position, change the text, add the script to create all the first scene. Let's use the template again. Object event, select object, pointer up. This scene start, scene B. Using the game preview mode. Excellent. Next, you can configure the particles. You can change the texture, blend mode, and in general you can change other parameters, for example gravity Y, alpha, speed, Okay, excellent. You can also change the frequency. You can experiment. Beautiful. Okay, let's also look at the demo project. Let's open it. We see 4 scenes: scene start, scene game over, and final scene. This is the script of the first scene. This is the create script of the game scene. Update. Game over scene code. And the code of the final scene. These are the project configuration settings. Let's start the game preview. Hide unnecessary panels. You can run, collect apples. A collision with a dog will lead to a game over. If you eat a mushroom, the character temporarily slows down, and if you eat a pill, the character temporarily becomes invulnerable. Okay, game over. Try again. I am invulnerable. With the Shift key, you can run faster and jump further. Victory! We have completed a very difficult game. Okay, this was a short review of Keolot Phaser Editor. I will be glad to receive your comments and feedback. Thank you very much for watching. This was Johnny Keolot. See you soon.